The story begins in Susa, the capital of the Persian Empire, during the reign of King Ahasuerus, also known as Xerxes I. The king ruled over 127 provinces, stretching from India to Ethiopia. In the third year of his reign, King Ahasuerus hosted a lavish banquet, a celebration of power, wealth, and glory that lasted 180 days. At the height of the festivities, the king summoned Queen Vashti to appear before the guests to display her beauty. But Queen Vashti refused.
My king, the queen refuses.
She refuses?
Her refusal angered the king and challenged the authority of the throne. After counsel from his advisors, Vashti was removed as queen, and a decree was issued. A new queen would be chosen. In the same city lived a Jewish man named Mordecai from the tribe of Benjamin. He had adopted his cousin, Hadassah, also known as Esther, after her parents died. Esther was young, beautiful, and kind, but most importantly, she was humble and obedient. When a royal search began for a new queen, Esther was taken into the king's palace. Following Mordecai's instruction, Esther kept her Jewish identity secret.
Why are soldiers reading decrees everywhere?
The king is searching for a new queen.
Why should that concern us?
Because sometimes God moves without asking permission. Listen to me, Esther. Do not tell anyone who you are.
She found favor in the eyes of Haggai, the keeper of the women, and after 12 months of preparation, Esther was presented to the king. Out of all the women, the king loved Esther more than the rest. She was crowned Queen of Persia. One day, as Mordecai sat at the king's gate, he uncovered a plot to assassinate King Ahasuerus. Mordecai informed Queen Esther, and Esther reported it in Mordecai's name. The conspirators were executed, and the event was recorded in the king's royal chronicles, but Mordecai received no immediate reward. Soon after, the king promoted Haman, making him the highest official in the kingdom. All were commanded to bow before Haman. But Mordecai refused. His refusal enraged Haman. When Haman learned Mordecai was Jewish, he sought not only to destroy Mordecai, but all Jews throughout the empire. Haman cast lots, called Pur, to choose the day of destruction. He then deceived the king into signing a decree authorizing the annihilation of the Jews. Once sealed, the law could not be revoked. When Mordecai learned of the decree, he mourned publicly. Esther sent word to him, but Mordecai responded with a message that would change history. Do not think that because you are in the king's house, you alone will escape. If you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance will arise from another place. And who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Approaching the king without invitation was punishable by death. Yet Esther made a decision. She called for a fast among the Jews for 3 days and said,
If I perish,
I perish.
God of Abraham, God of Israel, I stand before you with nothing but fear. I was hidden for a reason, placed in a palace I did not ask for, crowned when I had no voice. Now my people are marked for death, and I am the only one close enough to speak. Lord, I am afraid. If I go to the king uninvited, I may die. Go before me, because I cannot go alone.
After the fast, Esther approached the king. He extended the golden scepter. Her life was spared. Esther invited the king and Haman to a banquet. At the banquet, she invited them again to a second feast the following day. That night, the king could not sleep.
Mordecai
He ordered
saved
the
your
royal
life.
chronicles to be read, and discovered that Mordecai had never been rewarded for saving his life. In a twist of divine timing, Haman was summoned and unknowingly advised honors for the very man he despised. Haman was forced to publicly honor Mordecai.
Let us
At the
feast
second
and
banquet, the
celebrate
king
our
asked
unity.
Esther her request. With courage, Esther revealed her identity.
Spare my life.
I and my people
and the
have been
life of
sold
my
to be
people.
destroyed, killed,
Who
and
would dare do
annihilated.
this?
The king demanded to know who was
This wicked
responsible.
man,
Esther
Haman.
pointed to Haman. Enraged, the king ordered Haman to be executed on the very gallows he had prepared for Mordecai. Though the decree could not be undone, a new decree was issued, allowing the Jews to defend themselves. On the appointed day, the Jews were victorious over their enemies. Mordecai was elevated to a position of honor, and peace was restored. The Jews established the Feast of Purim, a celebration of deliverance and joy. The story of Esther reminds us that even when God seems silent, he is never absent. He places people strategically, works through obedience, and brings deliverance in his perfect timing. Like Esther, you may have been placed where you are for such a time as this.